So we have several problems that we've been talking about when we talk about leadership, when we talk about business leadership, when we talk about entrepreneurial leadership. And those problems that I've touched on so far have related to time management and the discipline of documenting, and also thinking about processes and how you manage your business with processes or systems. But probably the overarching process or technique that you need to have to be a good leader is a good commitment to planning. You have got to be a good planner. And we don't know whether Ben Franklin said this or whether an old proverb is the origin of this, but it's on my address, under my email address. It says, "He who fails to plan, plans to fail." I'll repeat that. He who fails to plan, plans to fail. So we have to be thinking about planning and the importance of planning to overcome that issue. And there are many ways that we can get into the whole planning process. But first of all, let's think about, if you will, what's the problem without planning? And you can think about it in the context of, well, what are the benefits of planning? And the benefits of planning, I think, simply stated are four. The first is teamwork. Teamwork comes from good planning. That's the efficiency of the organization working at different levels. We typically call that teamwork. A team has to have a leader. That's the business leader. That's why planning is so important as a business leader attribute. But it all leads to planned teamwork. Number two, I think, is almost as important. Planning helps us mitigate risk. Planning helps us reduce risk. And when we mitigate or reduce risk in our business, we improve online productivity. We have fewer accidents. We have better quality and a cleaner work environment. We reduce product and service complaints. We lower our insurance costs. And we improve our ROI, return on investment, all by mitigating and reducing risk through good planning. Next, through good planning, we get the maximum efficiency out of time, money, people, and other resources that we have control over as the leader of our business. Maximizing the efficiency of these elements is how we really get to have a sustainable, profitable, and fast-growing business. And lastly, good planning supports harmony in the business. Good planning supports harmony in the work environment, and good planning and good teamwork, hand in hand, actually do a lot of good things for us as far as a business management perspective is concerned. Most of all, if you want to quantify it, it reduces turnover. It lowers turnover. We have a happier working organization. We have fewer people looking for something else to do. So leadership planning is extremely important. And I think of this when I think about the book that I wrote recently, which is called 5 at a Time, which is a self-guided guide in managing your life and your career 5 years at a time. But in that book, I talk about the S-curve of life. Life and career are not a straight line from 0 to 90 years of age. It's an S-curve, and you can learn more about the S-curve if you want to pick up that book and have a look at it. But the S-curve actually relates to how we integrate planning for the family, planning for ourselves, and planning for the business. We need to think about those elements as it relates to the individual, but also as it relates to the business. When we think about planning and we think about the brain, planning is the executive function of the brain, combining forecasting with the preparation of different scenarios and how we're going to react to those scenarios. That's what planning is all about. I hear clients say, "I don't have time to plan," or "It's too hard to plan because there are too many problems." Well, let us just finish by saying we need to break that down and remember that good planning can turn problems into opportunities.